This is my kind of gym.
Oh God.
Okay, Master Roshi.
I mean, that was clearly an old man over there, so...
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the kind of voice they envisioned for him.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Dragon Ball influences everything.
It's true.
It is.
Don't mind me as Charmeleon casually sweeps through this gym. Yeah, because like in future games, that same guy is still standing in front of the gym, but he says something different. Like he's always like, "This gym is awesome. It's full of so many strong trainers." They killed the pervert, replaced him with a respectful gentleman who sees women as powerful as they are. Charmeleon, you didn't need to crit that one. That was just rude.
Charmeleon's like, watch me. It's like I'm gonna do it again.
For Screamtail ult, why not give it the colors of different past Paradox Pokemon? No, it needs to have different hats. That is the Jiggly way. They must have the hats.
The drip is important.
Screamtail must also accessorize. I also kind of see another part of why he didn't go Flareon. Yeah. Well, because remember, like, Jolteon is generally the Pokemon that Red picks in terms of evolving as Eevee. Well, it depends, because in the original Gold, Silver, Crystal, he had an Espeon. And I wouldn't have minded going Espeon for this playthrough if it weren't for the fact that the Johto Pokemon are completely locked out of you until you get the National Dex in this game. It's strict, like, this game is programmed where if you try to evolve Eevee into Espeon or Umbreon before getting the National Dex, it just won't happen.
Interesting.
So in Gold, Silver, Crystal, he had an Espeon, but that was later replaced in future titles, with a different Pokemon entirely. But in Pokemon Origins, he does use Jolteon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get some Johto and Hoenn Pokemon in this game, but they're in the post-game only. No, Charmeleon's been poisoned. How dare. How dare you be toxic just because I'm sweeping your gym. God.
We don't like toxicity here.
Sure don't.
Speaking of which, Brandon, want to play some Marvel Rivals later?
I'm game if you are.
So Ryan, what are your plans in regards to the Spiffy stream that you had planned today?
Well, it's mostly just a lot of catching up because I know I've been away for a while for obvious reasons, and well, it's more so going to be a chill stream than anything.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I do want to do some playthroughs in honor of like a 10th anniversary and such, but that won't be until Wednesday at the earliest.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so then, actually, so yeah, we probably can play some Marvel Rivals then, Brandon, if you want later. Because you've been slacking on that game again, haven't you?
Me? When was the last time you played?
Yesterday. Yesterday.
Touché.
You don't know that.
You can literally look at my Steam account. It'll tell you.
Misinformation can spread on the internet.
I am going to set up for my stream. It was nice seeing y'all. Feel free to join if y'all want to.
Alrighty. Talk to
All
you
right,
later.
sounds good. Bye for now.
And chat, behave yourselves.
Yeah, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl definitely was some of the worst remake adaptations. It's not even so much that it was just a bad remake. It was the fact that it was a remake of an already kind of boring game. That said, though, I did have a
worst of the faithfulness? That's just not true.
No, it was very faithful. The
Yeah,
problem
it's
was-
like, what do you mean the worst of the faithfulness? That's a bold lie.
The issue with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was that they were too faithful. That was the problem they had.
But that's what everyone wanted. Like, that's the thing people don't understand. That's literally what people were asking for. Y'all are mad because Game Freak listened.
That also said, I'm actually kind of conflicted. I said before that whenever I get around to playing Gen 4 that I was gonna play Platinum because that is just the best way to play it. But then I thought about it and I was like, a part of me still kind of wants to do Brilliant Diamond because then that way I can use it as an excuse to work towards my Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl living decks in Pokemon Home. Because I still need to get the shiny Manaphy or whatever it was you get for doing that game. So I
What
don't
was
know.
even bad about BDSP? See, I can't answer that question because I genuinely like BDSP. Because Diamond and Pearl was like some of the Pokemon games I would always go back to and like play a lot of back in the day. So to have something just
also, Brandon, I would actually argue people weren't asking for a complete remake. They were asking for something more akin to like what Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire did, or Heart Gold Soul Silver. That's what they wanted.
I still think people are overhating BDSP. I mean, you can say the game wasn't to your taste, but to outright hate the game because it didn't do this or that, like that just doesn't.
Oh, I don't hate it. I just think it's not great.
Well, and again, you're perfectly entitled to think that.
And
but I'm
I
just
think
saying, I'm seeing people spit so much venom at BDSP for being what it is, and I'm just sitting here like, okay, that's not fair.
I think it's not great because I thought Diamond and Pearl weren't that great.
And again, that's fine. Like because obviously if the originals didn't catch your attention, then obviously the remakes wouldn't either, and that's perfectly fine. Again, I'm just hearing so many people hate on BDSP for the wrong reasons, and rarely do I ever hear people give legitimate like, this game just didn't grab my attention kind of attitude. I just hear people spit nothing but hate, and I'm talking hate, not like, oh, I don't like it, because if you don't like it, that's fine. You cannot like anything and be perfectly fine with it. That just means it wasn't for you. Like, I can't stress this enough. Disliking something and hating something are two completely different things. But anyway.
If Bloom uses Sweet Set, wouldn't it just stink? Wasn't Bloom's whole deal that it smelled terrible?
That's a defense mechanism for it, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think it naturally smells terrible. It's not muck.
Hello, a lovely weather, isn't it? It's so pleasant. Oh dear, I must have dozed off. Welcome. My name is Erica, and I am the most Rule 34 character in this generation.
Jay, say it ain't so.
I am the leader of Celadon Gym. I am a student of the art of flower arranging. My Pokemon are solely of the grass type. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea that you wished to challenge me. Very well, but I shall not lose. Okay, but am I incorrect?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were here to challenge me. I thought you were interested in my latest selection of perfume.
I thought you were here to goon. My mistake.
That's okay. Fortunately for you, my Victory Bell will be perfect for it. Victory Bell, get him.
If anyone in chat rolls with that in any way, shape, or form, you are banned. Neobanate 4K to the devil, Neobanate!
I still headcanon to this day that the screaming noise that Victory Bell makes isn't actually Victory Bell itself. It's the victims inside its body.
It's like, man, James can reach those high notes when he gets caught by Victory Bell. That's crazy.
Uh-oh. Charmeleon's been paralyzed. They broke his spine. And now they're throwing acid in his face.
Now that's just toxic.
It's alright, I win.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's cool, I win anyway. It's all good. Finally, you learned Flamethrower.
Oh,
my
bless.
God.
I guess in similar news, I finally figured out what was wrong with my alerts the other day.
What happened?
So I had an issue the past few streams where, for my part anyway, where my alerts, and not just my alerts, but my Elgato wasn't producing any routing any sound. My transitions weren't routing any sound, and I was just kind of fumbling around with my settings for like the past 3 days or so, just trying to figure out why did it do this all of a sudden. I later found out that I guess something in the advanced settings of my OBS had it to where literally all I had to do was just reassess the routing to where the sounds were supposed to go, and then suddenly everything started working again. But to this day, I still don't know why it even happened in the first place, because the streams before the issues I noticed, I saw, oh, everything's working as it should, but then I just boot up OBS one day and suddenly some of my sounds aren't routing the way that they should. So unless it had something to do with a crash on my PC or just an update that my PC was going through, but it was just weird. I was just glad I was able to figure it out though.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
so-
in here we can exchange coins for stuff. You can get an Abra, Clefairy, Dratini, Scyther, or Porygon if you want to get... Yeah, Porygon's exclusive here. Abra and Clefairy if you had trouble finding them back in their respective areas. And then Dratini and Scyther if you want to get them way earlier than normal. If you're willing to gamba for them. Or do what I do. Just grind off the five respective trainers back on the other route. Keep getting money and then buy the coins. Here we can get a bunch of stuff. And then here we can get some actually pretty strong attacks. I forget what each of these respective attacks are. I will go for them, but I will grind for that off screen. Don't worry, guys. Assuming I don't forget. Wait! There is one thing I want to do before I go to the game corner.
Oh, isn't that Pokemon you can get here, actually?
You mean Eevee?
No.
You shouldn't spend all your money on drinks. Try this instead. Nothing beats thirst like some hot tea. It really is the best.
I thought you were about to get a water bottle. It's a sign. Pokemon was ahead of its time.
Stay hydrated.
Actually, you know what? I should get some water too.
Welcome to Rocket Game Corner. Do you need some coins? I will buy some coins. Why not? Anyway, what you up to? I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else. See? Alright, Jolteon, time to show what you can do. My modest boy. Dang it. Oh no, I'm slow, even though I'm one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. Anyway, quick attack. Yes, I did go all the way there for tea. Sometimes you just gotta drink some good tea, you know? Soothes the throat, soothes the soul. Dang! The Team Rocket hideout might be discovered! I better tell the boss! Hey, let's switch behind the poster. Let's push it. And let's dive straight into a Mafia hideout. That sounds like fun. You broke into Team Rocket's operation? What nerve? Now, if only Giovanni gave... Oh, I'm sorry, did I spoil that? Anyway, if only Giovanni gave his grunts stronger Pokemon aside from rats and bats. And snakes. What I want to know is, why was the hideout entrance in... Because the game corner is literally supposed to be a front. It's a front, like for the mob operations. But why was the hideout entrance in the game corner itself, and not, like, in a more concealed place? Oh, well. This rat keeps waving his ass at me. I found an escape rope. An escape rape.
Oh, this. Oh my god. Okay, I see.
What's the matter?
Nah, I'm looking through cards for this deck. I'm trying to look into.
Drowsy. Oh, I need to get bite soon enough. Dark was special in this generation, right? Or was it physical?
Good question.
Zim Zoma, welcome to the stream. Yeah, because I think Ghost was physical and Dark was special. So if I can get my hands on Bite for Jolteon, it'll actually have a decent Dark type move for this generation.
Mimikyu wants to copy Pikachu. Little did Mimikyu know, it's already loved.
Can I elaborate? Elaborate on what specifically? Not sure why Dark was special when most of the moves are physical. Well, keep in mind, the Dark and the Steel types were introduced later on. Like, they were introduced in Gen 2. So they more than likely made the Dark type special for balancing reasons. Because they made Steel physical. So if they also made Dark physical, then there would just be, I think, the balance between physical and special attacks would tilt more toward physical, and they wanted to make sure there was an equal balance. Luckily, the physical special split introduced in Gen 4 fixed all of that, so there you go. It's an old era game? Oh, but it's Pokemon Firered? Yeah, it's just a remake of the original Red, Blue, Yellow game for Game Boy Advance. A rare Diamond Pearl. No. So here's something I should mention about Diamond Pearl. Diamond and Pearl added a lot of good changes to the series. A lot of good mainstay changes. Yeah, the physical special split, the gender differences was a great idea. Diamond and Pearl did a lot that revolutionized the series the rest of the time. The actual game itself, like the story and everything around it, is very slow and very tedious. That was the biggest issue of Diamond and Pearl, which again, Platinum fixed a lot of. If you're going to play Gen 4, honestly, just play Platinum. Platinum I do recommend as a game, because it fixed a lot of the issues that Diamond Pearl had. And that was the biggest issues that Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl had. They chose to remake Diamond and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl chose to remake Diamond and Pearl specifically with none of the things that Platinum added that made it better. That was the main issue.
See, now that makes a little bit more sense, but I've also never played Platinum before, so I'm not sure what I missed out on.
I just joined. This isn't. Yeah, you missed Undertale. I played Undertale earlier. Sorry, that was earlier.
But again, I still. I'm sorry, go on.
In my opinion, what is better, Sword Shield or Sun Moon? I am a huge Sun Moon fan. Honestly, I gotta give it a Sun Moon. Like Sun Moon are probably some of my favorite of the generations, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, Sun and Moon are really, really good, actually.
I
like Sun and Moon.
I still have one fond memory of Sun Moon. I remember back when I was with my last partner, I was living with them up in Austin, and we were playing Sun Moon together. But at the time, I was suffering from a virus in my throat, which actually prevented me from being able to talk properly. If I tried speaking at all, I would go into a really bad coughing fit. So yeah, I was sick, but yeah, the two of us were still playing Sun Moon. At one point, they evolved. Yeah, they evolved their execute into the Alolan Executor, and when it happened, they saw how when it evolves, you just see its head off screen because it's so tall. Its head is literally off screen. So they literally reset their game so they can show it to me again. So they can show me. And when I saw it, I burst out into laughter, which caused me to go into such a bad coughing fit. So yeah, my ex nearly killed me because of that, because I was coughing so bad.
Oh my god! Christ!
Oh boy. Nah, I just loved the environment of Sun and Moon. I loved the story of Sun and Moon. I loved all the characters. And I do think the anime, the Sun Moon anime, was phenomenal. That's probably still my favorite version of the anime to this day was Sun Moon. They did so much right with that anime.
I still have my copy of Ultra Moon that I haven't opened yet, so if I really wanted to do a playthrough of the game again, like live or whatever, I could actually do that. Only problem is I wouldn't be able to take advantage of like trade evolutions or just a lot of the things that you could do in Sun and Moon anymore because dead.
My favorite character in Mario? That'd be Daisy. I do enjoy me some Daisy. Black glasses. I have no dark types to give to just yet. The elevator doesn't work. Who has the lift key?
That said, I did enjoy Sword and Shield.
No, Sword and Shield I enjoyed too.
Oh yeah, me three.
I can play all the DS games, but I can't find my DS charger. Oh no! I dropped the lift key! You gonna pick it up? Oh no! I dropped the lift key!
Okay, I guess I'll pick it up.
Yoink, I guess.
You want it back? Oh no! I dropped the lift key! Okay. And I got snatched. Cool. I snatched that lift key. Let's go. Did I fight you already? Yeah, I did.
Well, yeah, that was everyone's problems with the later Pokemon games because the National Dex isn't a thing anymore, so people didn't want to invest their time into the later games anymore. And I'm just sitting here like,
Pokemon fans are spoiled.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They really are.
My whole thing was like I was already used to that sort of thing with Digimon. There's never been a Digimon game that's had every single Digimon in it. So I was already used to that. So when that was announced for Pokemon and everyone was just complaining, I'm just sitting here like, you bunch of babies.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Nat Dex was cool and everything, but having a Nat Dex wasn't gonna make or break a game. I still very much enjoyed Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, even if they didn't have like National Dexes or anything like that. Like you Pokemon fans are focused on the wrong goddamn thing. And if you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh well, Pokemon games, the later Pokemon games just aren't fun with a National Dex," then I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry that you can't use every single Pokemon ever that you weren't going to use anyway.
But hey, we got Pokemon Champions coming up, so
I'm going to use only one Pokemon, but my god, it won't be the same if I don't have literally like all the other 999 Pokemon in the Dex.
Well, I mean, hey, again, we got Pokemon Champions coming up, so maybe people will finally be happy. That said, like
No,
joking aside, you know what? I hate that you're right. Like that. Joking aside, I am genuinely excited for Pokemon Champions.
Am I
as well as ZA?
Am I new here or a low-key pro with no layout yet? I mean, I recently started streaming back up again. Like I've been on YouTube for years and years now, but like and I streamed there for a bit. But yeah, I more recently started dual streaming on Twitch as well. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. So thank you for the follow. I saw that someone followed on Twitch as well. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Also, what do you mean no layout?
Stream layout.
Again, what does he mean no layout?
I think he just means it's pretty like bare compared to most.
Well, I mean, but that's how you designed it though.
Yeah. No, like the way I have my layout here, it's very much intentional. I'm trying. I didn't want to have too much on screen to distract from the actual gameplay itself.
It's like. Hold on a second. Let me grab a snack, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but I'm about to fight the boss.
I won't be long.
But BJ just got calcium for you. That should work for her lunch, right?
Yeah,
like...
here's some calcium that I'm going to give to my Jolteon.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay, never mind. Well, I guess you're better off getting a snack.
I mean, calcium. I could just get some cereal.
True.
Undertale looks different. You missed it, Maniac. You missed it. You were too slow. I love Paldea, but it's my personal. I don't know why people acted like the glitches made it 100% worse when it was all minor inconvenience. To be fair, to be perfectly fair, Paldea, yeah, Scarlet Violet were fun, but the state the game was in was inexcusable. There was no need for any of that. And thank you for the $10, V2chan. I heard that the live action How to Train Your Dragon did well based on Rotten Tomatoes. My mom goes like, "Oh, Lilo and Stitch, Nani might reunite in a sequel, like in the next 4." What? Okay. Okay, so the How to Train Your Dragon movie did well. Okay, cool. And then apparently they think that Lilo and Nani might reunite in the sequel. The Stitch movie remake is not getting a sequel.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
No, yeah, Ryan, we have like Winter and I kind of talked about this like a lot during the last stream, like talking about the live action D-makes as I call them, but like yeah, just like how, because my big thing about these D-makes is that Disney's kind of shot themselves in the foot, because even though the movies themselves are doing well in the box office, they're eventually gonna run out of movies to have to D-make.
Yeah.
And it's going to
Pretty much.
It's going to reach a point where like they're gonna get desperate and be forced to make D-makes of like the lesser known or like Disney movies that didn't do that well, like Atlantis, Black Cauldron, Song of the South.
Oh God.
Treasure Planet.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Maniac. I made
They better not touch Treasure Planet.
Maniac. I made that same joke. They're gonna get desperate. They're gonna start remaking the remakes.
Oh my God. But no, like deadass, Disney better not touch Treasure Planet for a live action remake.
If
They better not.
If they get desperate, no, they're gonna try it.
No. Listen, putting aside like the rep that the Lilo and Stitch remake did or whatever, it's like, let's be real. Considering of the reception the Snow White live action movie received or whatever, yeah, I don't know.
Remake Morbius. Brian, why aren't you in this call so I can yell at you for that?
It's like remake Morbius? Freaking, like, aren't they gonna be making a sequel? Is that not enough for them?
Morbius was Sony. Disney will remake it anyway.
Shoot, Disney will just buy Sony and then no argument needed.
Because you're still on the road, well, drive faster.
Wait. Wait. Hold on.
I know.
Drive faster, but don't speed.
I know what state you live. Everyone there drives like a maniac anyway. Just match their vibe. It's all good. We're going 80 on a high. You can go 81.
Don't let the man get pulled over. Otherwise, it'll take him even longer to come back.
No, you just go faster than the cops. It's all good.
No, that's not how that works, my guy. No,
This can't be what I come back to. Wild.
Listen. In my defense, Brandon, I am 100% against what BGA is trying to tell Brian over here. I want him to be safe.
Don't get your mom pulled over. No, it's fine. I'm sure your mom can drive faster too, right?
Oh, for God's sake.
Hey,
Can't
thanks,
give him
Mania.
bad luck.
Thanks, Mania.
Friday the 13th is over.
Guys, it's good for BJ tries to race police officers. Yeah, I agree, War Turtle. Stay hydrated. Disney Pixar will make a remake of the Toy Story trail. No, Winter and I talked about this yesterday, actually. There was literally no need to make live-action remakes of Toy Story. Like, none at all. The humans are such a non-element. me start whittling it down with Ivysaur. Of course you crit me. Then you shake your ass at me. Now, I would like to think that Pixar was smart enough to not allow it for any live-action remakes of their movies.
Seriously.
Now, incorporating again, this is gonna sound redundant. This is gonna sound redundant to my VOD viewers because Winter and I literally talked about this yesterday. But incorporating live action like in little bits of it to make like in smart ways is fine, like what they did with WALL-E. Live action remake of Monsters Inc. It would just be it would literally just be like the Lion King stuff, but like one tiny little toddler running around. The only like actual actor in the movie is a toddler. Anyway, I beat Giovanni. I see that you raise Pokemon with the utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I have hoped to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. Hey, thanks. I needed that. Damn it, forgot my Silph Scope. A stop motion Toy Story? That would be interesting, actually. If they wanted to go the live action route for Toy Story, but they may... Yeah, actually, no. I can sort of get behind that if they do it well. Like, if they wanted to do like a live action version of Toy Story, but instead of doing CGI for the toys, if they did stop motion, that could be fun. I agree with that. That'd be a neat idea. Here we go again with this. Like, I can see that being cool. The only Pixar movie that could work in live action is Incredibles, maybe? No. Again, there are so few of these live action like Disney movies that are able to retain the soul. Because it's one thing, it's one thing to do a live action version of a movie. Of an animated movie. It's happened before. And they've been done well. The problem is Disney's already proven that they don't care. It's a cash grab for them. There's no soul in them. That's the problem. Anyway, Farfetch'd, I need you to carry me back to Lavender Town, please. Thank you. Okay, how's my team looking? Alrighty. Now that we have the Silph Scope, we can properly go through Lavender Tower. Pokemon Tower. A grave site for dead Pokemon. Which for some reason, 2 or 3 years later, they decide to re-innovate into a radio tower. Where did they relocate all the graves? Because there's a lot of graves here. My favorite starter from each generation. Gen 1, it's Squirtle. Gen 2, it's Cyndaquil. Gen 3, it's Mudkip. Gen 4, it's Turtwig. Gen 5 is Snivy. Gen 6 is Froakie. Gen 7 is Rowlet. Gen 8 is... Be real, I wasn't actually too big on the Gen 8 starters that much. I guess Sobble. Sobble grew me a little more. And then Gen 9 is Fuecoco. The graves got relocated to Mr. Fuji's house. All of them? Every single one in that tiny little house. Oh no, Brandon and Ryan are gone. They've been taken by the spirits. I can't believe it, they're dead. I can't believe... Chad, I can't believe this. Brandon and Ryan are both dead. Yep. Enjoy our continuation of the Yokai Watch Let's Play. Oh, I'm sorry. Moveset research streams. Brian, don't norg me like that. Oh boy. I do want Ivysaur to get a little more level, but this tower really isn't the best place for it, because it has no real way to attack these ghost types. Or more specifically, all these poison types that are around here.